Okay, so I told myself I was not going to do this, but I figured since I already walked over here, I would do a tour of Stonehaven. It's my last day here. So first, the campus is all the way over there. I would say this is the farthest campus apartment. This is what the front looks like. It was actually repainted a few years ago, which makes the outside appearance not that bad. They should update their website pictures and whatnot. So the main key that you get to get inside the gate is your utilities key, which is also your what is this called? It's your apartment key too. It's your apartment key and utilities key. This is how you get into everything. So I know it says that there's restrooms that way, but I've never had reason to go this way because I don't live over here. Oh, the gate doesn't want to close. But yeah, this is where the leasing office technically is. I'm not going in there because you'll understand a little bit why I don't really like going in there. I usually go this way because I live in the back. So if you plan on living in Stonehaven and want an idea of where you're gonna live, if you end up living in a 2-bedroom, what you can look for is key things like this kind of window setup, because that means that there's 2 bedrooms in there. Oop, wrong way. And one like common space you would be sharing. So that's one thing. There's the bike racks, and then over there is the basketball hoop, and this is like the beach volleyball thing. So now we're gonna go in here where the pool is at. So this is where the pool's at. I literally swam in it less than 10 times, mostly because of the pandemic and because I didn't really take advantage of it before the pandemic. I lived here 2 years now. This connects to the leasing office, the front office, and where the laundry room is. Actually where I'm going now because I have laundry to do before I leave here today. So I guess what's nice about this is that you can't really get in here without your key. So not any outsiders can just come in here. There's lots of laundry. I haven't really used it much. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so what I will say about why I like the dryer and washing thing, even though I feel like it's expensive, you can do it through an app as long as your phone, or like, yeah, I'm pretty sure your phone has Bluetooth. I'm pretty sure it also takes quarters, but I don't know, I've never done that before. But if I could insert like a little screen recording of how the app works, I'll do that real fast. But yeah, it's $125 for drying and then $150 to $175 for a load, depending on like what you do. Okay, so I'm gonna make this clear now. I don't really plan on walking around the whole complex. It's just really big and it's really hot and I've been moving all day. But here's a little better angle of this. I actually used the basketball court a few times. It's a half court. It's obviously probably not the whole half court. But yeah, here's the bike rack. And then now we're walking back. So there's a couple bulletin boards everywhere that post, like, I don't know. If you lived in the dorms, you'll understand. It's just random stuff like information, uplifting stuff, etc. And then they also are pretty helpful by putting these around here so you know the rules and whatnot. If you live in the G building or any building that has one of these outside of this means that this is a RA's apartment. But I don't live downstairs, so this is what it would look like if you live downstairs. I don't really like it. It's kind of weird. Honestly, the whole complex setup is weird just because of this, because even upstairs is the same way because I live upstairs. So if you pay for parking, this is actually like an L that goes all the way around the complex, but this is where you'd be parking. It's really expensive. It's like, when I first moved here, it was like 600 something for the academic year, and it jumped to 800. But yeah, I personally wouldn't do it, but because COVID has ended, I would consider it if you're living here, just because parking on the street is going to become more of a hassle because of like the displacement. So, okay, so now we're gonna go upstairs. So some advice, don't live upstairs. I'll never do this again in my life. Oh, I guess I can go over here for this kind of view. I don't live this way, but like here's another view of like how the complex looks. This is actually my windows. My unit was kind of nicely placed just because I only have one neighbor on the other side and that's it. Nobody's next to me on this side. That's a bedroom window and that's a living room window. And then we'll go back around. What I also don't like about the building structure of these apartments is that they have to power wash often because, you know, people are gonna spill their trash. In my unit, it like dips here, so water collects here all the time. It just gets dirty a lot easier. Like, that's dirt, it's just piles of dirt. But yeah, this is where I lived. I'm not gonna show the unit number. If you really care to come look for it, that's on you. I won't ever be living here again. I will talk about this in a minute. So initially when you walk in, this is kind of like what it's gonna look like. The kitchen is really small. If you plan on living here with double occupancy, meaning there's 2 people in a room and another room, so 4 people, the space in terms of the refrigerator is just not enough. I actually just cleaned it out, but it's really small, it's really short. I'm 5'7" and I'm taller than it. I'm just gonna guess it's probably around 5 feet. This is the microwave, it's an electric stove, the oven. They don't work great, like they just don't. If you like cooking, you're just gonna have to get used to adjusting to how to operate it. So this place is furnished. This is what it comes with now. I don't know if they updated this on their website, but it's different furniture. Before it was really crappy. They still have the same crappy couch. That's what the couch looks like. Coffee table, weird chair. Those are my pillows. They don't have that. So you get a side table, coffee table, that, 2 bar stools. There's no room for a, what is that? Dining table. Bedroom is actually pretty big. So the reason why there is no bed in here, some more advice, I guess, is because I requested that it wasn't. I didn't want to sleep in a twin XL bed again because I wanted a full or queen size bed. So I called them, I was like, hey, I don't want that. And so they removed it and I had a full size bed here for the past 2 years, which was nice. I think that the desk is probably the nicest piece of furniture here. Here's the closet. If you are a double occupancy, this is the entire space you would be sharing. Single occupancy, you get this all to yourself. If you're doing single occupancy, I recommend trying to get a 1-bedroom apartment because if you're, let's say, I'm gonna try my best to explain this. Let's say you're in a single occupancy room by yourself, but you have roommates and a door over there. If this was a 2-bedroom apartment, then that means that you would be paying the same price for an entire apartment to live alone like this. So just keep that in mind. Internet is included here. So there's that. This is the bathroom. It's really disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. The bathtub, no matter how hard you try to clean it, it just collects like excessive moisture, and low-key, I think it's black mold. I had them come here. I don't know if you can see like this line. No, there's my finger. This line right there, because there was black spots and I swear it was black mold. I was like, y'all need to come clean this. And they just painted over it. That's so gross. So what's also really nice about Stonehaven is, okay, jokes aside though, I would say my apartment's cooler than other ones because of the placement, but it does get pretty hot in here easily. All I can see is this. Other than that, it's this wall, and I don't like to keep my window. I never did keep my window open. I'm trying my best to show this because these people could just walk out and see me, so that wasn't really comfortable. But yeah, this pretty much sums up how it is like set up. My bad on not posting, but I figured I wanted to show you guys this. It's gonna be quick because my phone is dying and I forgot my charger. But okay, so this, if you feel like you're done with the video and you don't care about all the extra stuff I'm about to start saying, you can just like click off, because the rest of this is just my personal experiences here. I think this place is ant infested. I've been killing ants, trying to move out every single day. It's like, it has nothing to do with if you're clean or not. You could literally have no food. They get in here. One time I came in here, there was a nest here. So I think it's called a nest, I don't know. It was a pile that looked like dirt, but it basically means that like there's either termites in the walls or a bunch of ants, one or the other. I also saw, I don't know if you know what a silverfish is. It ran out of my closet like one day right here. It was so gross. I hadn't seen one of those since I lived in the Mideast. But another thing, on 3 different occasions, 3 different maintenance men have walked into my apartment unannounced. Well, one of the times I wasn't fully dressed. But anyway, know your rights as a renter. Legally, they have to give you 24-hour notice. They will try to claim it was an emergency. It wasn't. Especially the other 2 times, they accidentally grabbed the wrong keys and walked into my apartment. So I guess if you're a girl and living here, I would be mindful of that. Especially since I lived alone, that was really scary, those experiences. I do think, however, the managers in the office, they were really nice to me about it. You know, that's their job. They apologized, whatnot. But I just think that's just not acceptable that many times. Another time, a gardener stole my boyfriend's wallet and from this complex too, and we were able to track that down with an air tag. Different story. I can do story times about this apartment in general. That's just kind of summarizing my thing. It wasn't bad living here, but I wouldn't do it again. I honestly think an off-campus apartment is better than this. The new apartments are just too expensive, so off-campus I shall go. But yeah, that wraps up this video. If you have questions, just let me know. And yeah, screw this place. I'm out. We out of here. I also wanted to add, all in all, I think that this was an experience in general. I still had good memories here despite the bad ones. I don't want to discourage people from living here based on my experiences, because as far as I know, I'm the only person this happened to. So just take what you want with what I've said. But yeah, that's Stonehaven.